What's up, everybody? This is MMA RANT, and I'm coming to y'all today with another video. But before I get started, I do want to say I want to apologize for my voice. Like I said earlier on my last video, I'm still kind of sick, but I'm still going to bring that MMA rant to y'all. And also, I want to give a couple of shout outs as well. I've been on here with Farmer Bob 96. I want to give you a shout out. I want to appreciate your comments, man. They're greatly appreciative. And also, I will get well. Thanks for that. Also, I want to give another shout out to the greatest ever. That is his name. I'm not saying he's the greatest ever, but that's his name. I want to give him a shout out as well. Him or her. Give him a shout out as well. I appreciate the comments. And if you're listening to my videos, subscribe. Now on with this video. This video I'm posting right now is basically about Conor McGregor sending cryptic tweets to the UFC. And I'm telling you, Conor McGregor, his greatest strength is his greatest weakness. You know, his strength is him being driven, him being focused on one task at hand. I don't think he looks both ways before he crosses the street. I think he sees what he wants across the street, and he just walks out in the street and goes after it. He doesn't look to his left. He doesn't look to his right. He don't look at what's happening around him. And he's got to realize one thing for sure. If you look back at things, Conor McGregor, the UFC will never die because they will always have the upper hand. And this is why. The simple fact is you're a fighter, first and foremost, just like you said earlier. And what happens with a fighter when he wins, and he looks good winning, he gets more leverage, he gets more seniority, he gets more things his way with the UFC, contract-wise and pull with things. But one thing for sure that happens with all fighters in the UFC, they lose. And when you lose, is when you start to lose in the business side of it as well. You start losing your pull. You start losing in the contracts. You start losing with everything dealing with the UFC. And right now, Conor, the last time I checked, you lost that last fight to Nate Diaz. And when that happened to you, you lost a little bit of your lackluster. You've lost a little bit of your pull. You lost a little bit of the charisma and the power you had within the UFC. And that was something I guarantee you that the UFC brass, mainly the Fertitta brothers, were looking at with you and probably was glad that you lost when you did. Because trust me, when you were winning, they didn't like it. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a video leaking around the internet showing the Fertitta brothers mad when Conor McGregor won that fight against what's his name? Who was he fighting? Chad Mendes. When he beat Chad Mendes for the belt, you seen one of the Fertitta brothers. I don't remember which one it was, but he took the belt and slammed it down. He was sitting ringside, and if somebody can find that video, send me a link to it, and I will post it on my next video I get once I have received that video. And also, I'm going to look for that video as well. But that clearly showed you that there's been some turmoil within the UFC brass and Conor McGregor throughout all of this. And like I said, the more he wins and the more he looks spectacular winning, he gets more pull, he gets more power. You know, but like I said, none of the fighters will ever win in that because you're always going to lose when you're in the UFC. Now, Conor, you still had a little bit of pull here because if I'm not mistaken, when you lost that fight, technically you were supposed to go back down to 145 and defend your belt against whoever it was going to be. It was probably going to be Frankie Edgar, but you know, with the UFC still looking out for you, they were probably going to give you Jose Aldo. Because personally, Frankie Edgar is a bad matchup for you. Not saying you're going to lose that fight, but it would be a bad matchup. And instead, they still gave you a little bit of pull, and they gave you the fight you wanted with Nate Diaz. And with them doing you that little bit of a favor, and it's your turn to come back and give them a little bit of a favor. And that's what you needed to do right here. Basically, Conor McGregor posted a tweet around 5:12 p.m. today sometime. He basically said, I've got my bills paid, my money. And basically he said, hey, it's your move. You see the picture right there. But let me know what y'all think about Conor McGregor with this tweet here. If he needs to get his act together and just go ahead and buckle down and do these press conferences, or if he shouldn't. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. And like I said, if y'all find that video of the Cheetah brother being mad when Conor McGregor wins the interim belt, hit me up in the comment, leave me the link, send me an email. I'm gonna leave a link to my Facebook down beneath in the description. Hit me up on Facebook. You'll see what I look like on there as well. And until next time, peace.